Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel Agbejemisin. I'm the new author of Student Athletes Academics. Uh, I've been getting a lot of calls, a lot of emails and text messages uh, asking me, you know, and a lot of people they were kind of curious, trying to see why or reason why I decided to write a book. Um, to be straight, I used to be student athlete, so I know what goes on in the NCAA basketball and football in America. Also, I'm a very good student. Um, when I was in college, basically, I see most of my brothers, Black Americans, um, uh, not too serious in classes. Basically, they depend on basketball, or they think because they are superstars and stuff like that. Which I was too, to be honest. I was top 10 in the country in rebounding for 3 years. I led my conference for 3 years. But at the same token, uh, my roots, basically is about education. Our parents back home, they believe in education. So that prompt me, or that foundation, basically helped in how they locked that despite the sport of basketball, but my education is very important. That my father always says, "There's education nobody can take away from you." So that's that mindset, was instilled in me for a long time. And I always curious. Most of my brothers, it's a basketball friend and basketball of friends, they're not serious about educations. Most of them they take classes that they cannot, even if they graduate, they can't probably use it down the road. They just take some inferior subjects just to pass so in order for them to, to play basketball. Because when you're in NCAA, you have to maintain 2.0 minimum grade average to be able to play for the next season. And I just say, listen, and I see even my coach at the time, every time they're trying to recruit new players, or on a couple of occasions, he took me, we went together, and he was telling these parents, actually, most of the time they are single mother. There's no father there. So the coach comes in there, tells them this, tell them that, in order for them, for the kids to come and play in college. But they never talk about education. The parents never ask about your education, you understand? So when the kids comes to college to play, uh, nobody's to guide them, in order, at least when it comes to academics, nobody's to guide them. These subjects you need to take what you want to be, down the road and all this stuff. Everybody believe they're gonna make MBA and they're gonna make millions of dollars. To me, that's kind of illusion in a way, basically. But your education that nobody can take away from you is very important. So I've been thinking about all these things. It was kind of curious. I says, listen, I need to say something. I need to put something down. I've been thinking about this for a long time. And when I was doing my master's degree, I picked the topic to write about this. I said I need to do research about this, and I need to let people know what heck is going on, basically. And it was much easier for me because I mean, I went through the same system. I remember many times that we're on the plane to play in another state, and I have exams second day. Most of the time, I read most of the textbooks in the plane or in the hotels, and we fly back next. If we fly back next day, we have to take all our classes. But most of my brothers, most of my friends, basically, so basketball teams, they just once they play and that's it, they don't care. It's hard for them to go and study and to pass. It's not easy to juggle both sports and academics together because academics basically you have to be patient, you have to relax, you have to know what heck is going, you have to have a drive, in order to to be successful. You can be superstar in basketball, but you are F in classrooms. You understand? Once you play 4 years, that's it. If you don't graduate, that's your problem. The coaches move on to another recruit, basically. So I decided to say I need to write something down, and I need to put something down. And so far, and I put it down about close to about 6, 7 months now. The book is moving so fast, basically, beyond my expectations. Uh, Currently now, we have about 185,000 plus subscribers around the world, globally, basically. And every other day, every two days, we had about 1,000 subscribers, which is, I say, wait a minute, a book that was just published about 7 months ago. You understand? So people have been asking me, they want to know me, they want to know next projects that I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm having a book in the pipeline, and I'm writing it now. Once I finish my manuscript, now that we probably send it to my publishers. So the book is very important. Student athletes academics. I will advise for everybody that's looking at this to get a copy. This book comes in four formats, basically: hard copy, soft copy, ebook, and an audiobook. Ebook and audiobook is $10 each. Soft copy is about $16 each, and the hard copy is about $20 each. This book is in few libraries across the country, from New York to California. Which is a blessing. I never thought my book is going to be sitting in library. As you know, any book that is in library is there forever. So that's the legacy, basically. That encourages me to keep writing, to keep saying things, that I know it had values to the community, to the people, basically. There's a lot of kids out there. There's no guidance for them. There's no father figures for them. They all depend on sports and stuff like that. So, and I just feel like they need to know what is going on. According to statistics, basically, majority of our Black Americans or Black players, basketball and football, they don't really graduate. Even after 4 years of scholarship, which is to me, as an African American but born in Africa, it boggles me. You understand? Because education is very important. Knowledge is power. If there's nobody there to instill this in you, then who's going to do this? So, this book, not only for sport kids and stuff like that, or student athletes, there's a lot of management techniques that are put into this. Because when you see something that is wrong, then you have to come up with what is the solution. So in this book, I came into a lot of solutions, management techniques that they can apply. Any business owners, basically, that you can use to be more profitable in your business, or to make your management very solid and result oriented, basically. So people think, oh, it's student athletes. Not, yes, it's student athletes, but this book is kind of unique in a way that I did not just only talk about the flaws in basketball and football, but I always talk about the solutions. And the solutions that I came up with, it can help a lot of business owners, managers, CEOs, and of course, anybody that is in business, product or services that want to see improvement in their businesses. So I put everything combined together, both academics and sport in general, in basketball and football. I put everything together, and I gave the guidelines. And it's good for kids that want to write a research paper. They can follow the footsteps that I put into this. So the feedbacks I've been getting is very encouraging. It's very motivating, and so be on the lookout for the next book that is coming out. And I will advise a lot of people that is watching me now, that read about this in the past and stuff like that. This book is on YouTube. It's on different platforms, basically worldwide. And I'm very blessed, and I'm glad that at least my views, my opinions can contribute to can add values or to the current situation, or a lot of our kids in school, basically. So, and of course, Hopefully, I will be coming up with different podcasts or different tapes that I will be posting on YouTube, on Facebook, and of course on different platforms. So at least, yeah, I can engage with people. If anybody have suggestions or they have questions for me, yeah, they can reach me basically. So I'll be putting my phone number there or my emails, and at least they can we can keep communicating. And I really appreciate, that I have so many subscribers globally, and so the book is going to places. So it's very encouraging for me. Basically, like I said, I will come up with more information down the road. I really appreciate that. God bless you guys. Thank you very much. Thanks.